Hello, lovely Taurians. I hope that you are all gorgeous and well. And this is your Taurus Love Horoscope for October 2019. Welcome to my channel. Most people know me as Bella, or Bella the Secret Psychic. And if you'd like to know more about me and my services, or join me on my Facebook page, the links are just down below. So I hope you've all been well. I've been away on holiday, but I'm back, and everything should be running as normal now for the next, following months, because I'm not going away again. So for most of you who watch me for the first time, I'm a psychic reader, so I interpret the information from spirit to help you navigate through the month, which might be different from you seeing tarot readers, but bear with me. It does make sense in the end. Anyway, I'm going to jump right into it because most of you know that I don't like to hang about, just get to the information. So what's coming up for you guys? So the first thing my guide said before I actually came on was that things are like full circle, or like a boomerang. Something is coming back to you, or someone is coming back to you for you to have to consider. That's the word I want to use, because it doesn't mean that you'll take them back or that they're right for you, but you're going to be considering it. Either way, when you go to consider it, whether it's a yes or a no, you get some kind of closure, you get some kind of peace out of it in the end. Now, this doesn't seem to happen until about the third week. And I have to say, this person, either this recently happened to you, and if it's not recent, they do bring up raw, undealt with trust issues, I have to say, whoever this is. So the reason, for those of you where this is a recent breakup or a recent upset, let's say, the first couple of weeks for you guys, you do feel, as most people would feel in, the midst of something that's recent that's happened, is not great. You will feel like, I get that a lot of you are productive and trying to get on with things, trying to cope with things, not expecting things perhaps even to resolve. But, in the background, there is a bit of sadness, I'm not going to lie. But what I love about you guys is that you're just putting one foot in front of the other and doing very well about it, and it helps your days go quicker. For those of you where actually this is somebody way from your past who's going to be recircling or boomeranging back, life is like normal, with the daily trials and errors, and is fine first couple of weeks. Then you get to the third week, and that's when everything seems to change. So mid-October, roughly, this person contacts you. Again, this contact could be you bump into them in the street, they contact you on Facebook, phone you, text you, email you, whatever. You might be like, well, my ex is not going to contact me because I've blocked them. Well, the universe seems to find a way. You're driving your car, you turn your head at a traffic light, and there they are. They come back into your life. And I have to say straight away, it does trigger this kind of, the emotions that you once had when they broke your heart, whether it was recent or otherwise. But they are saying nice things like, I made a mistake, I want you back, I've missed you, etc., etc., etc. And this is where you have, I say a couple of weeks, but you can take as long as you want. And we'll have to probably see in November, but this is the week when you can start to consider your options about this person. Have they changed? Have they not changed? How will you know? I just get here that the biggest issue you have to deal with this person is whether you can trust that something can work with them, that they have changed, or that their circumstances have changed, and that they can be better for you. What I do get here is, because they've evoked such a raw emotion in you, whether you go back with them or not, there is still feelings that you have for them. This is going to be about you deciding about whether your head's going to overrule your heart, and whether just because you might love somebody, whether they are right for you. Because just because we love somebody and they love us doesn't mean that the relationship is healthy or right for us. It's a big learning thing. I do get here that you will spend that week and the last week and a bit of October reflecting on the past, the good and the bad, They also too, so they'll be bringing up all the positive stuff. Do you remember when we did this, and do you remember when we did that, and just skirting over the crap they did. That they're just going to look and focus on the positive, and there was good stuff in it. But the biggest thing I get highlighted, I have to say, from my guides is about whether you can trust them, and also whether you can trust them right now in what they're saying is being true, because there's part of you that will feel like, are they only saying this because they want what they want, only for them to change? And I hate leaving you on a cliffhanger, guys. My guides are not saying in this month whether you should take that risk or not. Or when they started this as saying that this would be like a boomerang, that somebody's coming back to you. And I always then have to look at that kind of, there's a quote, isn't there, where it's like, if you let something go, if it comes back to you, it's yours. So in that regards, there is some kind of strength. Hello, Darcy. Sorry, that's my dog scratching and he's interrupting my flow of conversation. So there is something that is, Mr. Darcy, you're interrupting my videos. Just wondering whether I'm going to have to set him free, because I think he's heard somebody. Just give me a second. I think I'm going to have to let him go. Hold on a minute. So, sorry, guys. I just had to let him out because otherwise he was going to scratch for the rest of the video. But, scratch the door to get out. There is that in terms of, there is the strength of knowing that you let something go, if it comes back to you, it is yours. So it's yours in terms of, is their feelings true for you? So are they, when they say, do they love you, do they miss you? Yes. But I then also get flashes of circumstances in my own life where I learnt that hard lesson of, you can be in love with somebody doesn't mean they're right for you, because you might not be able to trust them. And because that's been highlighted so much, I, at this stage, without looking at November and December, feel like you need to heed that warning. So I wouldn't make any rush decisions. I would take your time. I would be in the fence. I would put your boundaries in. I would ask for your needs to be met. And if they fail at any of those hurdles, then perhaps that little voice where you're saying, I don't know if I can trust them, is the one you need to listen to. Sorry, regardless of how they may feel for you or how you may feel for them. Like I said, this is for you to consider them. A lot of you will be like, thank you for the closure. It's nice to know that you still cared, and I'm good with that information, but I don't want it. And some of you, this may take a little bit longer in finding out whether they are or they aren't for you. What I'm not saying is concretely that they're not for you. It's just that if you do want to explore it, be guarded with your heart and take your time. Simple as that. Trust needs to be rebuilt again, and it's their responsibility to rebuild it. And if they fail, then they're probably always going to fail, unfortunately. So I hope that's been helpful. Sorry about the interruption, but I do these in one take, and I'll be back again next month. Again, if you'd like a private reading in your own personal circumstances, because this is obviously a generalised one, then I do private readings, and they start from as little as $4.99. So I do hope that that's helped you, and take care. Bye.